Hello, everyone. Oh, we caught that at a good time. We did it.
Oh.
Yanni boy.
Trying again. Start the episode over.
Okay. Click. Hello, everyone.
Howdy. Hi.
Is that good enough for you?
That's great.
Okay.
Just make sure to take it out and post and we'll be fine.
Yeah, got you.
You know, how you edit every episode just for peak quality.
Okay, I already have to edit the first, 4 parts of this playthrough.
Because of the...
Everyone just got their dicks out for, 4 whole parts. You don't remember that?
For this one? Oh,
yeah,
that is
Kemia,
true.
Yeah.
That is
no,
true.
not Kemia, Interea.
When we went to the bathhouse, when we went swimming,
and
Amicus,
yeah, just
immediate. Also, so in the case of Nefudu, he's got the whole sheath thing going on. Does that count as dick out?
No, they have to have their
actual
dick out.
Like when the red rocket comes to Soren. But okay, I was just curious.
Yeah.
Because, it's in there, but when it's erect, it's, not in there anymore. So,
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. If you think about it, it's just like animal foreskin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
When it's uncut.
Terrible. As we exit the aircraft, I'm greeted to that gray, overcast sky, along with jagged, snow-capped mountains. Neat, new place.
I like it.
Yeah, compared with the lush green fields and forests near Adastra City, the scenery surrounding Lux is about as bleak as I expected. What I'm struck by most, however, is that how cold it is when we exit the aircraft. It's probably above freezing, but with how little clothing I have on, I gasp at the sudden change in temperature. I hear Amicus move up behind me.
Did you sleep well?
Not really, Amicus. I need more clothes than this.
Hmm?
The wolf seems confused at first, looking at me with furrowed brows.
What's wrong?
It's too cold. I need something covering my legs and arms. I notice the others looking over at me, and I feel myself getting a bit red. It's strange that I should feel embarrassed about being underprepared like this when I knew nothing about the place we were going. But there's something about me being naturally weak as a human that makes me self-conscious. As far as I know, every sibling is equipped with fur that makes an environment like this one no problem from them to withstand.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
For the parents. Well, I mean, I don't know. There could be anthros out in space that we just don't know. There could be.
Yeah, you could have just an entire species of naked mole rats or something.
Yeah. I mean, bold of us as people to assume that, they're all bipedal, arms, legs, just like us, and head,
Yeah.
Very, very bold of us to assume.
Mm-hmm.
But, we are only limited by what we can conceptualize in our minds.
Yeah.
So,
I'm hoping that when we find aliens, they are perfectly cut cubes.
Perfectly.
That have to, box around. They rotate.
Well, they
have
to do that when they get to Earth because gravity is so light on their planet. They just need to push off and they can spin through the air. Yeah. And depending on how fast you spin is how high you can go.
Yeah.
So when they travel long distances, they spin really fast. But when they're low to the ground traveling, it's just a nice, easy rotation.
Slow roll.
Yeah. And then they come to a land where they want, and then they can just go and leap, basically leap off the ground a ton. But then when they get to Earth, it's just kind of clunk, 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 all along the ground. Sorry, our gravity sucks, bro. Sorry.
Oh, this is terrible. I shiver, and that's when Amicus finally seems to understand.
Oh, yes, let me get you to a tailor. Should be one around here, even if it is Lux. Oh, we're in Lux. We're not in Lupus.
I thought this was the same thing.
Is it?
I don't know. Whatever. Give us a map.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Give us one of those fancy book maps. That's the beginning of fantasy novels, where they'll have the 2-page spread of the fictional map.
Or if it's you open it up and it's a pop-up of a sphere, because we're going around the whole moon.
Yeah.
So you open it and it's a big paper pop-up of the moon comes unfold and there's around the moon marked on it.
Oh my god.
Yo, this is a good idea.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Wow, why are you gonna shoot it down? It's a great idea.
Because I just be that way. What seems to be the issue, Amicus? Virginia looks over, as annoyed and impatient as usual, and right now I wish I hadn't said anything, despite the fact, judging by how cold it is during the day, I'll be dead during the night if I don't put on more layers.
Marco needs extra clothing for the weather. He's already shivering.
Virginia examines me, as if looking for a reason to become furious with Amicus again, but seems to decide that it is something even she hadn't foreseen.
Ah, of course. I imagine the lack of fur would be a hindrance in such a climate.
What seems to be the holdup? Is something wrong with the human again?
That's good.
Ape creature.
Filthy ape! Oh my god.
That's still like one of my favorite scenes in Invasive Astros, when he comes in drunk and just says, ape creature.
Yeah. Oh, ape creature. You fucking filth.
It's one of my favorite
Go
things.
consume your feces again, or whatever it is you apes do.
Cassius shouldn't have the power to embarrass me at this point, but I'm more aware of how I look now than I'm a part of an official delegation.
Uh-huh.
But that's when I feel something stand next to me, and I look up to see Nephidou.
Actually, I too am very nearly freezing. Really? You have fur, Nephidou? Yes, I've noticed, but it is much, much shorter than yours.
Oh, are we gonna just like slap a winter jacket on?
Can we? Is he gonna eat like a puffy jacket? Oh, he's gonna look so cute.
Just slap him.
Or they just get. What if they just give him a scarf?
We just put a scarf on him. He's
Just
like,
a scarf.
Ah, perfect. Just what I needed. A little pick me up.
Oh.
Though I can tell Nephidou is trying to make me feel less self-conscious, I can see that his body is also shivering slightly, and I can hear it in his voice too.
Not a problem. We just. Oh man. What if I did like a banjo voice?
Oh, is he gonna go and find a jiggy?
Yes. I mean, Nephidou's kind of shaped like a jiggy. Or not shaped, but colored like a jiggy. He's not shaped like one.
Oh,
I didn't mean that.
He's shaped like a jiggy.
Damn, Nephi, you got that jiggy ass. What? That wasn't what I meant to say.
Okay.
Not a problem. We'll escort the two of you to a tailor. A curfew was imposed on the city in preparation for the visit, but thus it should not be a problem. In fact, it's best to do it now, while we make your arrival speech, Amicus. The others will not need to be present for it after all, aside from Cassius. Are you escorting them then? I was thinking the Chemian ambassador to Adastra might be able to do that. He needs to become more familiar with his fellow Chemian anyway. Where?
I'm here.
It's the dude from Chemia.
That was so much. I don't know if you guys could hear the snapping that Darian was doing. He was working those arms. He was on a roll.
I was processing my thoughts. Sometimes it helps.
This man looked like he was at a poetry reading. Like
I'm just never gonna do anything again. That's fine. It's the Wolverine guy from Chemia.
Brunus?
Brunus, yeah.
Brunus?
Because
So.
he's the Chemian ambassador. I think. No, wait.
Wait,
Maybe
isn't
not.
that Nephidou? Isn't Nephidou the Chemian ambassador?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, you were voicing Brunus, if this is Brunus.
If this is him.
Or is this supposed to be Scipio?
No, Scipio is an Adastran,
No, that's true.
like, man.
Yeah. Okay, I do the thing.
I'm here. Sorry for being late. Misplaced my my medication, I mean.
A deep, gruff voice comes up the trail to the landing site, and I look to see a new creature.
See?
Yeah, okay.
That's him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, not completely new. Despite not having heard the voice before, I do recognize the Wolverine. I'd seen him at the university about a month ago, not only for a few seconds. Nephidou seems to be familiar with him, though.
Brunus! I was wondering if you'd been dragged to this little outing of ours. Of course I was. I'm not doing much else on this damn moon after all. Fantastic. Brunus shall be your escort. Escort? For what? These two need a tailor. I don't know where the hell that. Moving on.
The large bear makes a brisk come-on gesture to the rest of the group. Amicus looks unsure of what to do, but I give him a reassuring smile. I'll be fine. See you in a bit after your speech, okay?
Alright. Sorry for not thinking ahead.
I didn't think any of us did. I'll see you again soon. No one told you that the climate was different? That was never mentioned?
I guess not.
You wouldn't, like, you would almost think that, like, oh yeah, and there's the snowy mountains right next to it, like, would come up.
Yeah, you would kind of think that.
Yeah. Because they always describe the humidity in, like, near Adastra City as, like, a muggy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this is a completely different climate. You would think, like, someone would be like, oh, at least we won't have to deal with, like, the harsh humidity or something.
This is almost like us going from, like, where we are to, like, the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like, up near, like, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
I don't know what Nebraska is.
It's one of those up there.
That sounds like a, like, chocolate bar, though.
Snap into a Nebraska.
Yeah.
Filled with nougat and crunchy.
I was thinking, like, a peppermint thing.
Oh. Like a
peppermint patty sort of a thing. That's Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Dark chocolate,
and
peppermint.
Bite into a Nebraska. And it's going to show, like, a woman, like, snapping it in half and showing the peppermint inside. It's going to show her getting goosebumps.
Oh, yeah. She'll have the cold breath.
Yeah.
You'll have the snowy mountains behind her in the commercial. Yeah, we got there.
Nebraska. Do the do.
Oh, God. Despite our talk earlier about PDA, Amicus pulls me into a quick hug before letting go.
Okay, I trust you are in good hands. Love you.
I love you too.
That's a good little portrait of him. I thought it was really... See, like, you know,
he does the thing.
I don't care too much about Amicus, but he can be pretty cute sometimes.
He's like generically cute, though.
I mean, what's wrong with generically cute? Like, what is wrong with it?
I guess there isn't anything. I would just rather have something different, you know?
Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah.
Something unique, interesting, like Brunus. He's
different. He's so cool.
You like that guy?
He's got a robot arm.
He's pretty cool. I like the background that we got on Chemia and, like, robotics and shit.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get that with Chemia. So we were like, oh, look at this guy with a cool robot arm. Why does he have a robot arm?
It's fine. The greater part of our delegation heads up another trail towards a smaller group of buildings away from the city.
What the hell? I don't know where anything is in this city except the restaurant I went to for lunch. And by the way, it was the blandest meal I've ever had. What a guy.
So this is a European area.
His brow game's strong.
Isn't it?
He's got some powerful brows.
He's got the thickest brows, and his nose do be sideways.
His mullet's real unfortunate, though.
His mullet is very unfortunate.
It's an unfortunate little mullet.
We can just get that trimmed, though.
You good, Bubba?
Yeah.
Are you doing okay?
Oh, he woke up.
Look at his face.
Oh, Bumpy. Bumpy Lumpy.
Good dog. Oh, everyone's here.
What's the matter?
He's got bedhead.
I love the little bedhead this dog has. You are so fluffy.
He likes you so much.
I love this guy.
He likes you a lot.
He does like you a lot, and he's very. I will say that he's kind of picky with people.
You're good.
And since when did I become an escort service? I'm the goddamn Chemian ambassador to Adastra. Looks pretty suspect. Looks pretty sus when they shove off the 2 Chemians and an abandoned alien right at the get-go.
You should feel bad.
Manners, Brunus. You haven't introduced yourself to Marco, the abandoned alien. Really, Neferdu? You're freezing your ass off, and so is he. I think his lips are turning blue.
Look at his bobbies!
Yeah. Love the characters in this game. They be wild.
They be rolling in the muscles.
The Wolverine's much less formal style has me feeling much more comfortable in the presence compared to most others I met on this moon. Hello, I have to think for a moment, since I'm so used to being referred to as a pet. The Emperor's companion.
Nice meeting you. You already heard who I am, eh? Anyway, let's get you some warmth. Marco, did you need to find shelter? You look to be on the verge of hypothermia.
I shake my head as I stomp my sandal-clad feet. I'll be good once we start moving.
Right, let's get a move on then.
I do start to feel a bit better as I copy the quick pace of my 2 furry companions, feeling more numb than cold as we enter the seemingly deserted city. Meanwhile, the 2 banter ahead of me.
So why the hell did you show up here without a hot heat source, Neff? I had other matters on my mind, Brunus. Probably not now, eh? I assume you have drones. I'd rather not wear wolven fashion. Of course I do. Wouldn't want to ruin your pretty looks, would we?
Drones? Brunus glances back at me.
Yeah, I know they wanted to take you to a tailor or something, but Chemian climate drones let you control your own temperature and such. Also, we don't get a cute new outfit for Neferdu?
Rude.
What the fuck?
I just realized that one guy has the vibes of, what's his name from Forever Planet?
Oh, Silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's the arm.
The arm. He could have a robot leg, we don't know.
His general build.
Yeah.
A little rotund.
Well, he was kind of a dog man, wasn't he? A little bit.
A little. He was a little bit
supposed
there.
to be human. Supposed to be.
He had flappy ears. And almost like a dog snout.
Did he?
A little bit.
Kinda. He was never quite just human.
Yeah, he's a robot.
Yeah, he's a cyborg. If you whatever species you are, if you get robot replacement, you're a cyborg, therefore a lesser being.
Yeah. It's like Borg in Star Trek, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I can't speak to that, so
I don't even know what those are that I just said.
I just said several words without knowing what they mean.
Yeah.
I know what star means and I know what Trek means, but when you put them together, who the fuck knows?
Yeah,
what
it's Star
that
Wars,
is?
right?
Star Wars, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The
If
Borg
Michael
from Star
was
Wars.
Here, he'd hit you.
Michael's the Trekkie. He knows a lot about the Trek.
Oh, my favorite Star Wars movie, Voyager.
Oh no.
And the sequel, Discovery, right?
Yeah.
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 With that weird
And
spin-off.
it's spin-off, The Orville.
The Orville, yeah. And I thought that was Deep Space Nine. The spin-off. I
can never tell anymore.
I do like, of the episodes of Deep Space Nine I have watched, I do like Deep Space Nine.
That's the one with the ear man, right?
I think so, yes. Yes, it is.
That's what I point is like Deep Space Nine has that the comic
ear.
relief character has the ears.
And it's got the black guy with the cool shades.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, because it's got the scene where he like rolls under the door that's closing, and it's like you could probably go back under it like 2 more times before it closes, but after the first one, it's like got it and like runs or something like that, something really funny. I'm gonna look it up when I get a second.
Oh my god.
It's really funny.
I don't even think such technology existed. All I saw of the place was the central climate control.
Well, we all know that Chemians are better, obviously. We can get you clothes if you prefer that. Doubt the tailor would know what the hell to dress you, though. Marco is simply not used to such tech. He's only been exposed to the Wolven way of life. Shame. Well, we'll show you the ways of Chemian comfort in a bit. Just gotta go get them from the flat they stuck me in.
Oh. Okay.
Where did they stick you, by the way? Believe it or not, I think it was a hostel. They cleared out a bunch of wolves right when I arrived.
Oh.
Seems a bit crude. The entire city is, even by Adastran standards. Pretty sure I walked by a fucking public whipping before curfew kicked in.
Makes me feel a bit on edge. Well, it doesn't surprise me. I'd been sheltered by the palace since I got here, as much as it could be called a shelter anyway. But I've never really been exposed to the woven way of life. Brunus lowers his voice.
I mean, they're practically barbarians, Neferdu. Don't say that, Brunus. Besides, this area is particularly disadvantaged politically and economically. Jesus, what a string of words. Oh my god.
They're doing the politics.
Ugh, isn't that what we wanted?
Someone's gonna get into a robot soon.
Oh, that's how it always goes. And it has to be, they're gonna pick a child off the street and put that child into a robot.
I mean, Marco's basically a child.
But do you want him to be your Gundam driving protag?
That seems on par, though. Let's put the entitled / mentally unstable teenager
Shit, you're
in
right.
the robot.
Fuck.
Get in the robot, Marco.
Get in the robot, Marco.
Get in the robot.
Get in the fucking robot. Would you want it to be more of an Ava situation or more of a Gundam situation?
That's the same thing.
I don't know.
What about Darling in the Franxx?
Oh,
this is a Darling in the Franxx situation.
Yo.
This is, yeah.
Wait. Who's doggy style?
Marco and Neferu, obviously. Amicus would not be able to pilot a mech to save his life. So in order to save the moon, Neferu has to get down on all fours, ass up, and Marco jacks in.
They could have Marco jack into Amicus.
Amicus doesn't really...
Because those two are the only ones that can pilot the mech together. Neferu can pilot it with anybody.
True. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Their synchro rate.
Yeah.
See, Amicus and Marco would have to hire like synchro rate in order to do that.
Exactly.
Like Neferdu and Marco could do it, but they wouldn't be powerful enough.
It's just more on par. While it's like
I get that. I would just prefer with Neferdu because I like him more than Amicus. But that's just.
Man, y'all be wildin' over here.
What do you mean?
We can sit down and watch Darling in the Franxx later.
I kind of want to.
I want to read your essay after you're done.
Oh no!
When are you gonna do? Are you gonna drop your analytical video on Darling in the Franxx?
No, if I ever did a video essay, it would be about Persona 5 being a worse Cardfight Vanguard G Stride Gate.
That sounds like you've already written half of this, Josh. Where's the script? Let's see it. Stay tuned, folks.
No.
Set that as a sub goal.
No.
What do you guys think? What do you think?
It's set in stone.
2K subs.
No, Neferu's tone is quiet but stern.
I know. It's just weird seeing it in person, you know? You always seem to keep forgetting that the Emperor's companion is with us.
Brunus looks back at me.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're with the Wolf Emperor, right?
I wonder what he means by with, but I assume it's a lot considering it's fairly common knowledge.
Damn, his nose do be crooked. Like, you said something I didn't really think about it, but his nose is a little skewed. It's going, woo, there it go.
His whole snoot is just whoop.
I mean, it's kind of cute, though. I'm not
Yeah, no,
dissing
it's
it.
fun stylization.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, it's funny to point out. It's just like,
It's just like
mouth
conk.
is kind of doing this.
Yeah.
His mouth is
oh,
being-
yeah.
He just goes
Have you ever seen the Borzoids when you tickle their nose and their nose goes? Wink?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is funny. You do the thing. I clear my throat.
Want Marco to reach up and try to like...
No.
But then it activates his robot arm and it turns into like a rocket.
Yeah, but you don't have to censor yourself in front of me. Brunus laughs.
Well, it is my job to be delicate in front of important people, and I would consider you to be just that. I haven't known you for very long, Brunus, but delicate isn't how I describe anything you do.
Why's that, Neferu?
Because you're so...
In bed? Yeah. I mean, they probably have. It's Neferu. He slept with literally the entire entire cast, except for Virginia.
Yeah, he looks like a slut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's his entire characterization.
Alright.
I wouldn't have him any other way.
Terrible. Terrible. Neferu waves a paw lazily in Brunus's general direction.
Well, you.
What? Because I don't do things the traditional way?
I did go to Sabat,
just like you, Neferu. I'm pretty sure I got higher marks, too.
Academia isn't quite the same as real-world application. Oh, he's blushing!
He's got the little sweat drop. He's got the anime sweat drop.
Baka.
Baka.
Yeah, and I've led a few dozen negotiations that resulted in some of the most important galactic treaties to be signed.
The conversation suddenly turned from friendly to tense and a bit jarring. It's clearly about a lot more than Brunus's delicacy? Delicacy?
There you go. That's the one.
Delicacy.
No. Your rule doesn't work. Stop trying to make it work. Say the word right and move on.
There's no E there to give power. and I wonder if this was already a point of contention between them.
But as important as this?
Brunus is quiet for a moment.
You think your brother is trying to fuck this up for you, huh?
I kind of wish we'd just gone to a tailor. Being inside someplace warm while being fussed over by another wolf is preferable to being alone with these two bickering Chemians.
I did not say.
Oh, you said it. You've more than said it. If you don't think I'm fit for the job, then just tell your boss. I'll gladly resign.
Did you not want this job?
I want it. I've trained my entire life for it. But if my own fellow Chemian doesn't want me here, then that's a piss-poor start, don't you think?
The silence really drags on now as we turn onto a street that's empty as the last. I occasionally catch a sight of wolves peering from windows or balconies, but they quickly disappear as soon as I look up. Haven't you been here a few months, Brunus? It seems like you two are only just meeting. I fill the awkward silence, wanting to make myself more a part of the conversation, rather than being a reluctant eavesdropper.
Yeah, well, negotiations got delayed on the Chemian side, and then I got shipped out here to be part of this whole, I don't know, whatever the hell this is. This is the first time we've spoken in weeks.
We spoke through the portal several times, Brunus.
Wish you'd been a bit more blunt about how you felt about me.
I was simply asking a question. You're as informal as they come, and I just find it surprising that you were chosen.
Listen, Neferu.
Brutus turns to the jackal and we stop.
Yeah, I'm here for a reason. I'm a political statement. I'm a reminder. A scar for the wolves to think about while they negotiate.
Now that I'm focusing more on the scars and prosthetic arm, I'm suddenly realizing who this might be and where he might be from.
But I'm also damn good at my job. And I'll be honest when I say you're not very good at yours.
Neferu noticeably bristles, which is what surprises me most about all of this. It is very hard to get under Neferu's skin. I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen it happen.
Fight!
I mean, my money's on Brunus.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
He's just gonna punch him once with that robo arm.
We know Neferu can't fight. I'm sorry. We know that. We know this. As beefy and bulky as he is, he's a lover, not a fighter. Like in every sense of the word.
They can pretend he's like bulk, right? He's a twink in this world.
Right. Yeah. Comparatively, for sure.
It's very aesthetic.
Yeah, he's got like he in the sense that like the fitness. They're not. Well, yeah, like bodybuilders.
Yeah.
He's not a weight trainer. He would do bodybuilding. They got a lot of muscle to show, but they don't actually lift heavy weights.
No.
And can't do a lot of heavy
He does have
lifting.
the strength.
Yeah.
No.
He's a lover, not a fighter. He's got big muscles for a good show, but when you grab them, they're like soft enough. They're still firm, but they're nice and soft.
It's for fucking.
More places to get a hand hold of while you do things to this man.
I feel bad for Nefidu, but he did provoke this argument, and I guess Chemians are supposed to be blunt.
So I'm here to help you and make this a success so that you're known for more than just getting your nuts cracked.
I see Nefidu's ear lower even more.
Your brother might be an asshole, but he's not stupid enough to jeopardize the entire galaxia just to make you more miserable.
After a few seconds, I see Nefidu bringing his expression into a more neutral state, while I see his eyes flicker towards me for just a moment, probably wishing just as much as I do that I wasn't here.
I've got a vague idea of what's going on in your family, and I do think you've got the shortest end of the stick, but that's not important here. Try to lower your voice a bit, Brunus. We have spectators.
Sure enough, wolven heads have reappeared at the windows and balcony ledgers, many of them staring wide-eyed at all three of us.
Just know that I'm on your side, alright?
What? Okay.
Yes, all right. Now let's move on before you reveal more sensitive information to random passerby, shall we?
Sad. I went through the 5 stages of grief. Goddamn.
Well, these two, they're fast.
Yeah,
You know, they
they're
get
Chemians.
things.
They're efficient.
They need to fuck.
They probably do on a semi-reg.
It's fine. It is what it is.
They're on ships a lot for travel. Like, what else are you supposed to do?
Fair.
Brunus turns and starts walking up the street again.
They wouldn't know what the hell we're talking about, even if they could hear us, Neff.
Again, don't say such things.
I'm not saying they're stupid, just that they don't have the context to understand any of it. Hell, I'll bet the Emperor's companion is the same.
Brunus turns to me for confirmation. Well, I look around, deciding we're far enough away from the watching wolves to not be heard. I know about the situation with the Alliance. that there are issues between Nefidu and his family, and I was actually wondering. Although Brunus isn't looking at me, I can see his ears twitch. Ears twitch lower with every word, just as Nefidu's are coming up. I'm not intending to make him look foolish, but I don't want to be making the impression that I'm a clueless ape either. Succumb to your true senses, Marco. As the clueless ape.
Be a clueless, cum-brained ape. We know that's all that you are.
I've done that for far too long on this moon. Are you one of the Wolverines from Death
Stranding.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry if I'm being too forward, but I know Chemians appreciate that style of conversation. Nefidu side-eyes Brunus.
Yeah, actually. One of 2 still alive.
I'm sorry to hear that. It was a terrible thing that happened. Brunus shrugs.
Too young to remember much anyway. Surprised you know about it.
Sorry, I'm learning about politics and diplomacy and all of that still, so if I overstep boundaries, just let me know.
I appreciate it, actually. I'd have thought you wouldn't have learned about what happened on Deshareth from a Dastran history.
We seem to finally reach the Wolverine's flat as we walk around to the back of a 2-story building and towards a door that seemed to lead down to the basement. I've supplemented it with Chemian's recordings as well.
Well, good on ya.
We don't even enter the building as we rummages around in some metal crates right at the entrance before activating black dome-shaped drones that float above us.
Man, the way I'm doing Brunus's voice is really hurting my throat.
get some Wawa.
I should. I'll get some after this part.
I thought we were gonna like go to a new background, but it seems we're stuck on. This is the one
This is the
background we've
one.
made for
Is this the only background we get for this play
for Lux.
Is this it? Is this all we get for Lux?
I mean, we really only had like the one.
We had the one town for like when we go into
Adastra
Adastra City.
City.
We had the forest,
And the
we
restaurant.
have the restaurant.
So
We have the school.
This could be it.
Yeah,
Split the part here.
possibly
That
so.
seems fine. So we'll see you around, everyone.